Chapter 44. Abel looked over. Maybe the elders know what could be done. I'll stay with Colt. You go fast as you can ride back. We would just slow you down. I took Abel's shirt and laid it on Colt's chest. Abel watched as I climbed on Atropos that ran fast as I could get him to run back to the herd. I ran Atropos harder than I ever had. I stood in front of the entire herd. Murmuring voices surrounded me as I stumbled to the stallion. I stood before him, me and my horse shivering, covered in now frozen blood. It's Colt, his camp. He's gone. Greer, sprit is all I could get out before I fainted to the stallion's feet. I could hear a few words before slipping into the darkness. Get her up. Put her by the fire. Sleipner, go to your brother quickly. Then there was no more that I could remember. When I awoke, my brother went and retrieved his body with Abel's help. They had taken the white bear's skin, tucking Colt inside of it. They also took 2 buffalo and towed back the body of Diligence. They made a quick pile of logs and furs, putting him next to his horse, with him slouched over, covering him in a black fur caped over the white fur. The herd members put flowers or herbs on the pile. I placed the gingerbread cookie on the pile. My brother put his new arrowhead in the fire. Abel came to me, still covered in blood himself. Come with me, you don't need to watch this. I followed him, so numb I couldn't take a good step, still covered in blood. Abel picked me up and took me to my home. He sat me down my bed. I couldn't take it. I felt so alone, so sick, so broken. Abel took me in his arms, hushing my cries as the smell from the fire entered my home. It's going to be okay. Shh! I promise. Just don't cry. Please don't cry. He went to the corner and brought a bowl overfilled with water and soap. He gently washed my face, followed by my hands and arms. After he was done, he covered me in a thick fur, holding it to me. He held me so tight, I could feel his body's warmth flowing to my coldness. I could feel him crying too, till I fell asleep, crying in his warm, comforting arms. The next day I awoke with him sitting up asleep, holding me close. I knew then all of yesterday was not just a horrible dream. I let out a sigh and Abel stirred and looked at me. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to stay here. It just kind of happened. It's okay. I needed someone last night. I didn't want to be alone, I whispered. To tell you the truth, neither did I. He stood up and gave me his hand to help me up. The door flew open. It was Galder. He stood there looking cross as ever with his scowl. The stallion wants to speak to you both. I suggest you put your meeting dress on Vida, alone. He looked at Abel, who blushed. They left the home and waited for me outside the door. I could hear Abel puffed out air. Oh boy, I've done it now. I exited the tent in the green gown. Sharp looks came at me from all directions, but I had promised. When I noticed there were way more people here, clearly from other clans, I saw Sarah in her dress. She was tending to feeding a wolf boy a large leg of meat as he crudely ate a piece of meat from the bone. She giggled as she looked to me and stopped. Her eyes were so cold. Galder, who was walking us to the stallion hut, seemed annoyed and watchful, more so than usual. Galder, did more people come last night? Yes. The Brockets of the Rainforest clan, known to us as the Deer Clan. The Sea People arrived this morning, and last night the Wolf Pack. The meetings has already underway. A wolf boy in gray skins came up to me as we walked. He picked up a lock of my hair with his sharpened yellow fingernails, smelling it. You smell good, Philly. Nice and clean, but you also smell of the hunt. Yeah, well, I ride a curly horse, so back off. I'm not in the mood, I snapped. He sniffed my neck with his hot breath. He smelled quite vile. That won't bother me. You could leave it here and join my pack. I could lick that blood from your neck. I put my hand up, covering my neck. No, you will not, Abel growled.